On windy days just north of Woodward, Oklahoma, cattle graze the pastures they share with 34 wind-generating turbines. Each year they produce around 170,000 megawatt hours. 140 miles to the east, near Ponca City, a continuous flow of water passes through the Caw hydroelectric power generator. The force of the water causes the turbine to revolve 138 times a minute. In 1 year, it produces 104,000 megawatt hours. Nearly 120 miles to the south, outside of Newcastle, Oklahoma, generators powered by natural gas spin daily to produce electricity. Though hundreds of miles apart and powered by different means, they all have something in common. They generate the power that we use here in Edmond to turn on our lights and run our electrical appliances. Controlling these various energy sources is the Oklahoma Municipal Power Authority, also known as OMPA.
OMPA is a public entity, like the City of Edmond or Edmond Electric is a public entity. We serve consumers. And our goal is to provide the lowest cost to our consumers. We don't make profit. Any funds we generate go back to the cities through lower cost power.
Which explains why Edmond Electric customers pay some of the lowest rates in the Oklahoma City metro area. Today, OMPA has ownership in several kinds of energy plants located in Oklahoma, Texas, Louisiana, and Arkansas.
We have 2 lignite coal units. We have 3 coal units that we participate in. We have 2 high-efficiency gas plants that we partner with other utilities. And then OMPA has a gas plant in Ponca City, along with a hydro plant in Ponca City, when we have the wind generation, which is out in northwestern Oklahoma, north of Woodward.
The Oklahoma Municipal Power Authority was formed in the 1980s when publicly owned utilities like Edmond Electric faced tough choices like selling their electrical distribution systems to larger corporate power companies.
Up until that time, cities and towns bought power from other power providers, and they did not get the benefit of ownership. They were simply like a renter. They were buying the power from someone else and didn't have any ownership.
To add to the dilemma, the cost of wholesale power was sometimes higher than comparable retail rates, which meant electric companies like Edmond had little control on when and how much to increase the price of electricity. Frustrated with their situation, citizens from different communities realized that by teaming together to form the Joint Action Agency, OMPA, they could share the same financial benefits as larger electric utilities. So in June of 1985, Edmond and 25 other member cities across Oklahoma began receiving electricity at a competitive wholesale cost through OMPA. And to this day, it's been a great success.
This is an important year. This is our 25th year of delivering power. So this is a big year for OMPA.
Ward 3 Councilmember Charles Lamb and 10 other electors from member cities serve on OMPA's Board of Directors, giving member cities another unique benefit unheard of with investor-owned utilities.
We sit on the board and are involved in the decisions for wholesale generation and transmission services.
You have a direct voice in the operation of OMPA through the electoral process. Charles Lamb serves on the board and he has a vote, and they help direct and shape OMPA to meet the needs of the member cities. Whereas with other power suppliers, one, you would not probably have a board member, nor would you have a vote at the board level to direct policy of the company.
We have a voice in the process, the delivery and development of generation power. So we have a voice all the way through the entire process of producing power to the customers.
OMPA is headquartered in Edmond. Inside is an operations center that is manned 24 hours a day, year-round. It is here that schedulers monitor the system's load. That is the amount of electricity that's being used in Edmond. They also monitor how much power is being generated by the various plants to meet that load.
We monitor the generation we have at the various plants. And say the load begins to grow, like on a summer afternoon, it begins growing in the afternoon, peaking usually around 5 or 6. We ramp up the generation to meet the load. And so thereby you track the load so you don't have excess generation out there, but you supply what is necessary to keep the lights on and not have a brownout situation.
By studying weather conditions and other data, these schedulers determine how much power needs to be generated for the member cities. Because electricity has to be produced as it's being used, predicting the amount of electricity needed each day is critical to OMPA's operations. At times, OMPA may find it more cost-effective or cheaper to purchase available power on the market rather than producing it at one of the power plants. And there are even times when OMPA sells power on the market to other electric companies.
We take our unit and we put it out in the marketplace and say, this unit is available to run today. If you need it, here's the price. And then, it's sold out on the marketplace. That helps keep our costs down to our member cities like Edmond, and also the benefits flow back to all the cities through the power cost adjustment.